Monza, Italy, on the outskirts of Milan, for the 5th and 6th rounds of the Formula Renault 3.5 Series. An atypical event as part of this 2011 season. Generally, we're in a weekend where we have all the saloon car and open wheel car races. Here it's a race we do outside the World Series by Renault. We're in the WTCC, the World Touring Car Championship. We have a race in Monza accompanying this weekend, so it's an event that's a little bit different for us in terms of the global nature of the event. But in terms of racing, the Formula Renault 3.5s that are just behind us, that's the same thing. A very nice circuit. 26 drivers on the grid, and it's up to us to give our best, both Renault Sport and the drivers. An event jointly organized with Eurosport, one of the main broadcasters of the World Series by Renault. The fact of running our support races alongside this event in Monza means two things. Getting closer to Eurosport events is another way of animating such race weekends. The other is coming to a mythical track where the drivers, of course, are delighted. And it was evident on the track with highly paced racing and countless comebacks and surprises. On the start for the first race of the weekend, Cesar Ramos and Robert Wickens take the upper hand on Daniel Mouve and Sergio Canamasis. The latter, perhaps a little too hasty, puts a foot wrong just before mid-race. But no one can match up to the determination of the young Kevin Korius. The Eurocup Formula Renault 2.0 title holder is quick to take the advantage, leaving his adversaries to fight for the lower steps on the podium. First off, it's Ramos who's eliminated in the 9th lap by a tangle with Wickens in braking into the first chicane. Under pressure at the same place, entering the 17th lap, the leader Korius misses his braking. But the Carlin team driver, current championship leader, then drops back a place and eventually retires due to a clutch problem. Korius again leads the dance, but this time definitively ahead of Jean-Éric Vergne and Daniel Mouve. For Kevin Korius, a newcomer in the category, it's a second victory this season.
Yesterday wasn't so good day. I wasn't expecting to win today, but qualifying went well and everything worked out good, so it's really good to be back in here.
An anticipated start for several drivers makes for a messy beginning. It's a compact pack that heads for the first braking, with in the lead Jean-Éric Vergne, Daniel Ricciardo, Kevin Korius, Robert Wickens and Albert Costa. But not everyone will escape unscathed. It's the two Red Bull drivers, followed by Costa and Wickens, who conserve the advantage of their excellent qualifying session. Korius, it's sure, will not add another victory to his scorecard this weekend. And Brandon Hartley will escape from his car undamaged with the same certainty. This tangle marks the second retirement in 2 races for Robert Wickens. On the other hand, there's a big battle between Ricciardo and Vergne for the lead. Even if the duel is virtual, the French driver had been hit with a 10-second penalty for not having respected the limits of the track. Jean-Éric Vergne, who crosses the line in first position despite a badly damaged front wing, will still manage to climb onto the podium. In third place, behind Daniel Ricciardo, declared winner of the race, ahead of Alexander Rossi.
Yeah, I thought with his damage as well that, you know, maybe he's hurting the tyres, and towards the end of the race I thought his pace would be slower. But it seemed we stabilised a bit and he was able to just maybe even get a tenth or more out of me, so I was really struggling to stay in the slipstream at the end.
Jean-Éric Vergne now leads from Alexander Rossi by 17 points and his teammate Robert Wickens by 19. The Formula Renault 3.5 Series will be back on the 28th and 29th of May as the curtain raiser to the Monaco Formula One Grand Prix.